Hey warrior! Hey warrior, welcome to today's video. I'm enjoying my morning coffee and I am ready to talk about nighttime eating. This particular video is for those of you who wake up in the middle of the night and eat. Maybe it's because you feel like you can't fall back asleep unless you eat something. Maybe it's because you actually are kind of half awake and you may not even remember that you do this. You may eat a lot of food and consider it a binge, or you might just go and nibble on a few things before you need to go back to bed. It might be very specific. I used to have a client who needed to get up, have a bowl of cereal before she could go back to sleep. And she found that when she tried to unlearn this habit, she would get really, really anxious and she would not be able to fall back asleep for the rest of the night, causing the next day to just be a total wash. So if this is you, keep watching. This is different from somebody who might feel the need, the urge to eat after dinner into the evening, but that person would still fall asleep and sleep through the night or not wake up to eat in the middle of the night. So if that is you, we have a different video all about evening overeating. There is also a free nighttime overeating guide that you can download if you haven't already. The link is below. It's totally free. I will email it to you in just a few seconds of you signing up. So definitely take advantage of that. All right, eating in the middle of the night can be super disruptive, can totally throw you off. You can be feeling like I'm doing all of the work during the day and at night I'm ruining my progress because I cannot turn this off. How do I sleep through the night without eating? This is something that would occur at least a couple of nights a week for you. You would feel an emotion, emotionally upset by it. It would bother you. It would probably disrupt mentally or physically how you feel. So there's a few reasons why this is going to happen. Some of them are physiological. Some of them are psychological, of course. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the fact that, and I have to cover this, you may roll your eyes, but it is legit. If you are not eating enough during the day, this could be reason enough for your blood sugar to drop enough for you to awaken. And now you are looking for something to eat to help balance out your blood sugar, unknowingly, of course, and that your body is signaling you to have this urge to eat. That could be a physiological response. Something called reactive hypoglycemia is when we don't eat enough food during the day, or we go really long periods of time without eating anything. That causes the blood sugar to spike when we do eat and then drop quite quickly, and therefore leaving us with this reactive urge where the brain is signaled must eat to survive. Must eat. If our blood sugar goes too low, we will actually die. So that is something that is important to the functioning of the body, which is our goal is to survive, and it's going to signal you to eat. It's often common for reactive hypoglycemia, if that is the thing that is affecting you, to perk you up, to wake up in the middle of the night and do this. If you are not eating enough during the day, period, you genuinely might be hungry in the middle of the night, and it might be enough to wake you up. There are certainly days where I have just randomly not eaten enough and I have been awakened in the middle of the night by a growling stomach, and it feels pretty uncomfortable. The body feels almost vigilantly awake, and it feels very difficult to calm back to sleep. Since it's not in my habit to go and get something to eat during that time, I have not usually followed that urge, but I have done other things to get myself to go back to sleep, and this is where we want you to head until you absolutely just sleep through the night. How awesome would that be? Which is the ultimate goal. So, second thing, in this waking up and going to immediately want something to eat process, you have created a habit that tells yourself, I can't go back to sleep until I eat something. This might be something that you want to disrupt at this point when you're awake during the day, but in the middle of the night when your half asleep brain wakes up and says, ooh, I can eat something, you may not have the mental connection to make a better choice for yourself about what it is that you truly want to do compared to the you that's sitting here. I hope that made sense. So we need to disrupt this habit by coming up with some things that you can do to start to break this association with needing to eat to fall back asleep. Now, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say, but the things that you're doing that need to stop include any of the following. We want to avoid getting out of bed. We want to not look at our phone. We want to not go into the kitchen or go into the room of the house that does have the food that we want. And sometimes if we have unnecessary food in the house that we normally overeat at night, in the middle of the night with, we might want to eliminate that for the time being, for now. So, in encouraging yourself to strengthen this pause between awake, has an urge, and immediately gets up and goes to eat, we need to strengthen that pause by encouraging you to stay in bed and do a different practice. The ultimate goal is to fall back asleep, whether you eat or not. The ultimate goal is to fall back asleep and continue your night's rest so that you can have a great day tomorrow. So a way that we can do this is you coming up with 3 things that we can experiment to do when you awaken the next time. Some of the things that I recommend are different techniques that help the body go from this stressed and heightened state where our adrenaline might be spiked, our cortisol might be spiked, and our urge might be spiked in this anxious state of fight, flight mode, survival mode, and calm it. And how do we calm it? We do deep breath work. We can do EFT tapping. We can do other things that relax our body and get us into parasympathetic nervous system where we ground and rest. So a few things that I like to suggest are, first, don't panic. We want to give ourselves some time here. So whether your commitment is, okay, I'm going to give myself 1 minute of time between I have the urge and I get out of bed to sincerely do this new practice. And then we increase that. Maybe increase that to 1 minute and 30 seconds, and then 2 minutes, and then 4 minutes, and then slowly like that. So ultimately you're saying, I will allow myself to get up and go eat something. But first, I'm going to strengthen the length of time, elongate the length of time that I am sitting and breathing and being. And then I give myself permission to get up. So that is how we slowly and gradually strengthen the pause. In that space of time, the minute, etc., practicing any informal deep breath work will help relax the system. EFT tapping, if that is unfamiliar to you, go check out a previous video where I take you through an actual emotional freedom technique, tapping on the meridian lines of the body, which is an excellent way to relax. Listening to ASMR, which is different sound effects that can give you a very total body relaxing feel. If you do not want to look at your phone, I would say maybe have this set up so that it's very easy to access. So you can just hit a button and you could pop some earbuds in and listen to something that gives you the ASMR full body relaxation. It's kind of like a tingly sensation. It's very, very relaxing. I personally use it to fall back asleep when I wake up in the middle of the night, and it kind of like puts me in this very trance-like lulled state, and it's excellent. I know not everybody gets the same experience or has the ASMR effect. If you do, it is totally worth it. Other things you can do are a full body scan, just kind of working from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, relaxing one muscle, section, part of your body at a time. Meditation is also an excellent thing to do here, just focusing on letting the thoughts pass you by, not getting taken up by them. Anything that we do is encouraging our body to calm down. All right. So third thing, this may be caused or exacerbated by a disruption in your hormones, specifically cortisol, adrenaline, which spike and help us wake up, also help us in our fight or flight mode that we may need to be in at some point, but certainly not when we wake up out of our sleep. It's also going to mess with our circadian rhythms, which are our sleep cycles. It will also affect ghrelin, which is our hunger hormone, the hormone that increases and lets us know that, okay, we're getting hungry and it's time to eat. In comparison to leptin, which is our hormone that tells us when we are full, and that one we can also have a decreased sensitivity to if we do not get a good solid night's sleep. So how do we reset our circadian rhythms? First and foremost, getting first morning light or early morning light into the eyes for about 15 to 20 minutes is excellent in helping to reset circadian rhythms. Scientifically backed, excellent. Sun lamps are a great second to this if you don't have the availability to get up, go for a walk, or get up and sit outside or just in through a window, have sunlight on your face for that 15 to 20 minutes. A sun lamp is a great and inexpensive way to do this. I bought mine off of Amazon. I spent about $30 on it, and I use it every morning, especially now in the autumn and winter time when the sun rises later. Excellent. 20 minutes, sun lamp, just set offset to your eyesight. You don't want to look directly at it, but you do want the light shining on your face and coming into your eyes. I usually journal during this time. I'll drink coffee, so you would do that for 20 minutes in the morning. Another thing that might help is having a sleepy time tea before bed, something that has a different combination of herbs. Trader Joe's has a great option here, and you can even buy this on Amazon. I believe it's called Sleepy Time Tea or Well Rested. Either one of those works well. Calming essential oils are excellent. You can rub them on your temples. You can have it being dispersed in a diffuser in the air, and it's wonderful, and it really does help to calm your system. And then my last suggestion is trying time-released melatonin. Since you may not have a problem falling asleep, but it's the staying asleep that is the issue, time-released melatonin will release a couple of hours after you take it, so that if you time it right, it will help keep you asleep during the time that you normally awaken. I recommend starting out with Claire Labs brand, excellent, and it's a 2 milligram dosage, so it's very small, and if that works for you, amazing. If it doesn't, then you can start to incrementally increase. Lots of clients have excellent success staying asleep using this brand, and I love that. So those are my suggestions for those of you who wake up and feel the need to eat in the middle of the night. This is in part a way to combat that in the moment, as well as try to help yourself have this not happen at all. But ultimately, this is an emotional eating issue, and it might end as well as a habitual issue. So working on this problem from a few different angles will help you be successful in the long run and also sustain that success. I hope this video was helpful. This is a big topic, and a lot of people have this issue and don't actually realize that it is something they can do something about. So please comment below what you found helpful, and also if you have any video requests for what you would like to see over the next 10 days in the 30 days to end emotional eating, let me know. We have 10 more days to take advantage of the $300 off the Warrior Evolution 6-month program to end emotional eating. It's a group coaching program online where you get group access, you get videos every single week taking you through step by step how to end your battle with emotional eating and how to beat binge eating. We also go into disrupting depression and releasing anxiety. As well, you get a full 6-month subscription to my online virtual workout program, the Warrior workouts, which are 22-minute workouts. 22-minute workouts, that's it. Dumbbells, strength training at home. I literally do it with you every single day. So I offer those live and on demand, and that is included in that 6-month program. So go check that out. The link is below. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.